Shadowing how to stay warm this winter and save money on heating. Continuing from yesterday. Look around the house and see where you could look around the house and see where you have a lot of tourists coming through, and then find a video somewhere show how you might be able to DIY pieces using some products you can find online and hardware store. Still update gap under the door, maybe there's a gap around the window. Those are things you can seal up and avoid stop a lot of coming around home. Another item is I take a little bit more work. If you can inch roof raise of your home, check your insulation. I often find insulation bags are people think they are. The first plus one of the roof to fix water leak or have moved would have moved the insulating bags out of the way, never put them back. So you got this bare plastic where your heat is just living out through the winter time and the sense it comes during the summer. So make sure your roof space insulation where it should be. And also use the reverse segregation, but ensure to clean the filter as well. We tend to forget that, don't we? Well, that's right. Anything below air around it is central ductless heating system or a reverse cycle conditioner was special or a reverse cycle air conditioner system. It is going to have a filter in the air, so make sure those are clean. Sometimes people find the air system is working that well. That turns out is because the filter has been cleaned for a year. If you end up using the air conditioner a lot for winter heating, check it every couple of months and make sure the filters are getting worse. Some of the ineffective and costly way that we try to keep ourselves warm and we think we're doing the right thing. Yeah, the first thing you have to decide how to heat at home, and the cheapest way to do it with the reverse cycle air conditioner. So this can far cheaper using gas for heating or the electric panel heater. This is kind of a price for a lot of people because we turn this summertime don't use air conditioner. It's expensive, but it sounds as heat pump is get free heat from the air outside. It's cheapest way to home. Yeah, right. I want to get back to that just a moment, but I also want to talk about your fact your major preference the for the theory that you should be hitting the person and not the room. Explain the science of that choice. Well, I can be a good way to stay warm these days are things you can't like electrically heated blanket or even some of the fairly warm thing you can put on your hot body when you wake up in the morning. That's first I do is like I grab the things from my body to stay warm before I get the heater going. So you don't necessarily always have to heat the whole house. You can think about, well, how can I stay warm right where I'm just dressing. Property can be a way to save a lot of money. It is. It's all about layering as well, isn't it? Sure, I like it. Well, some people should really want they don't smell smelly products if you find well particularly touching your skin that keep you warm. Slow version. Right. Okay, so let's talk about this reverse cycle air conditioning, and you say that uh, the heating at home at around 1/3 the cost of burning gas. Talk to us about the efficiency of the reverse cycle air conditioner. Yeah, a reverse cycle air conditioner is known over other places as a heat pump, and what it can do, it can actually collect free heat from outside your house, pump it up to temperature warm enough to heat your house and bring it inside. So they can be like 400% efficient, meaning sure you have to put some electricity in that to run the fan and the refrigerant compressor, but it goes outside and it gets free heat and brings in inside. I compare that with gas, where when you buy gas, the first thing you do is set the fire and you lose a lot of heat going out this chimney. So look at the air conditioner that can be the way to save this winter. Now, what about those who are renting? Those who are renting, they can't get the reverse air conditioner. So what can they do to try to keep warm with their homes? Yeah, one trick that people like, you lose a lot of heat up through the windows, and you might wake up in the bedroom in the winter and you will see the moisture condensing on the windows because they are so cold. Little trick is to use bubble wrap. So this is way to get something very close to double glazing, but very easily spray some water onto the glass, cut the bubble wrap to size and just to seek up the air. So it's a good way to make the window a lot warmer and to keep the condensation of the morning. There might not be a lot to see out of a particular window in a bedroom, so you can try bubble wrap trick. Right. Not very attractive, I got to say. Well, that's right. I mean, like I say, if there's not lot to see through, you might have some blinds and curtain anyway, but it's a way to create a lot of trip right up to next to glass, which is great insulator, and that's why it can keep the windows a lot warmer. Okay, you talked about blinds or windows or blinds or curtains, which is better in terms of trying to keep the heat in. Well, I say that whatever you would like to sleep with yourself, so the habit drift, those are a good way to keep a window warm. There's also these honeycomb blinds or cellular brides that again trap air in their structure, and that air is a very good insulator like that. So the warmest thing you can find what does work so well would be like the aluminum Venetian blinds or wooden slats. You wouldn't want to sleep with them yourself, and so they won't keep the window that warm. What more? Right, okay, so let's talk about this reverse cycle air conditioning. And you say that um, heating a home at around one third the cost of burning gas. Talk to us about the efficiency of the reverse cycle air conditioner. Yeah, reverse cycle air conditioner is known over other places as a heat pump, and what it can do, it can actually collect free heat from outside your house, pump it up to temperature warm enough to heat your house and bring inside. So they can be like 400% efficient, meaning sure you have to put some electricity in that to run the fan that refrigerates compressor, but it go outside, it get free heat and bring it inside. Compare that with gas, where we can burn gas. The first thing you do is set on the fire. You lose a lot of heat going out the the chimney stack. So look at the air conditioner that can be a way to save this winter. Now, what about those who are renting? Those who are renting, they can't get the river air conditioner. So what can they do to try to keep warm with their homes? Yeah, one trick that people like, you lose a lot of heat out through the windows, and you might wake up in the bedroom in the winter you will see the moisture condense on the window because they are so cold. A little trick to use bubble wrap. So this is way to get something very close to double glazing but very easily. Spread some water into the glass, cut the bubble wrap the size and just stick up there. So it's a good way to make the window a lot warm and to keep the condensation of the morning. There might not be a lot to see out of a particular window in the bedroom, so we can try the bubble wrap trick. Right, it's not very attractive, I gotta say. Well, that's right. I mean, like I say, if not like a see-through, then you might have to some blind curtain anyway. But it's way to create a layer of trapped air rocks the glass, which is great insulator. That's why it can keep the window a lot warmer. Okay, you talked about blind on windows, blinds or curtain, which is better in terms of trying to keep the heat in. Well, I'd say that wherever you like to sleep with yourself, so the habit drift, those are good way to keep a window warm. There's also the honeycomb blind or cellular blind that can trap air in their structure. That air is a very good insulator like that. So the warmest thing you can find what does work so well would be like the aluminium Venetian blinds or wooden slats. You wouldn't want to sleep with them yourself, and so they won't keep the window that warm.